Hi everybody, welcome back to 2019 Casey Gets Drunk video. Bailey's edition this year. Also, strawberries and cream Baileys. So, yeah. So you all know me, Head Casey, welcome back. My bow used to have a little, my band used to have a little bow on it, but no more bow. So, look, first things first, we need to fill up the drink. So we're going to take some milk, pour in, we're not going to pour the milk first. Yeah, let me drop the camera. Let me drop this camera. Boop. Haha! Yes, now. Let's see. Pour in some Baileys. Pour in some milk. That is not much milk. I went very hard on the Baileys. Look at all these remotes that I have. Crazy. Right, moving on back up here for a moment. Yeah. Perfect. So welcome, Dan. I'm already spilling. Perfect. Let me just go get a towel to put down in front of me because accidents happen. So come for a walk with me to find a towel. It'll be magical. Towel. Ah, bathroom. Pile of towels. Ah, it's fine. And this is at the beginning of the video. I've had one sip of drink. I haven't even had all the drink yet. Crazy. Right, towel. Down. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Assuming that my folks don't see this and never do, nobody tells them that the towel wasn't down ahead of time. The towel was always there. No talking about the towel. You're a towel. Right, stupid camera angles there. There. Perfect. Right. 2019. Been a busy year. Pretty busy year. Started off the year rough, as you do some years. And I started off the whole video without wearing my jacket. I was gonna look cool. I was gonna do it better. Ah, come on now. Get through there. Bam. Cool. Now who's cool? Cool. Yep, 2019. Started off rough and continued rough for a while. And then, I don't know, partway through the year, I decided to make some changes. Pick up a diet and try and lose a bit of weight, try and get some of my charm and my charisma back. So I've been working on that and I think that's been going well. And then I got a boyfriend. What? Oh, that's right. Casey's got a partner. Bam. Explosions. Everything's fine. So my partner, oh, you can see I forgot to start off the video with like, welcome to 2019. I have glasses now. Boing. So here's me without glasses. Hi everybody. It's so fun to be here. And then you add the glasses. Boing. Hey everybody, it's so fun to be here. I don't know. So I guess I'm going for a bit of a punk hipster, nerdy look, because obviously it's nerdy, because these aren't real glasses at all. It's a bloody bit of clear nothing. A poser. But whatever, that's what a partner likes. And if the partner likes it, then you should wear it. Because, you know, happy partner, happy something. More gossip coming soon. Just bear with me. Booze. Okay, so the partner got me a collar. It says Casey on it, but because of the way the video is, it might be backwards because of mirrors. But yeah, so I got the collar and this bear. This bear came from Build-A-Bear. This bear cost over $100. Whoa! Oh, I didn't have his blaster with him. Later in the video, later tonight, I'm gonna have to go and get his blaster. He's got a Star Wars blaster. Pew pew pew, so that he can protect me. Phew, choo. He wears a beanie. My partner wears a beanie. He's based on my partner. I made this to be a little version of my partner. Oh, look at him. He even has a thing. If I push his paw, there's a recorded message in here for him to say to me from my partner. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. But my partner gives me all sorts of cool things. Just fun things sometimes. Like this is full of candy in the bottom, but in the top part, it's a clapping monkey. He's a clapping monkey wearing sunglasses. Oh, he's so cool. Oh, look at him. He's loving it. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, my drink is almost gone. My drink is gone. Okay, refill. You guys want to jump down and watch this? Yeah, of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Wee. Bing. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, I can't start singing or otherwise I'm going to get copyrighted. Can't be doing that. Milk. This time we're starting with the milk. Baileys. We've got some other ingredients and things that we can play with, but I thought we'd do that a bit later. Oh, it's so much Baileys again. Thought we'd do that a bit later after we've had a sufficiently drink. Yeah, drink the sufficient amount. In case you can't tell by the windows behind me, I'm in a penthouse right now. Where are you? You're not here with me, because I'm drinking alone. I'm not alone, I've got my beer. I'm drinking with beer. But I'm drinking Baileys with beer. I'm drinking Baileys with my beer. Nailed it. Perfect. Gotta remain classy. Gotta have that pinky up there. Right, 2019. Earlier this year I did run out and buy myself a PlayStation. Although I think I might have already talked about that briefly. I did a brief amount of announcement videos. I was all like, it's an announcement! Something! But then people actually really liked that. People were like, do more announcement videos. And I ran out of things to announce. There's not that much things that happen that are exciting. And certainly not exciting enough to announce like it's a spectacle. I mean, it was almost getting to the point where it's like, announcement. The bills came. We got a letter from the government. The bank said they're changing the terms and conditions. Like, there's a certain point where it's not exciting anymore. So at that point, you must stop. And the you is me. And the booze is already hitting me and maybe you, depending on how many you've had. I've had some. You're a person in a different place. You're not here with me. We're not actually having this conversation. This is a one-sided conversation, okay? So you're just gonna listen to me for a minute, okay? I'm gonna tell you some things. Are you ready? So for 2019, I dressed up for Halloween. That's right. Can you guess what I was? There. No, not there. I gotta take my headband out, that's why. What way is this? What is happening? This is my silly witch hat. Yeah. Yeah, it works better with the full costume. But I was a witch. So you have to be careful, because I'll put a spell on you. Or whatever. Either way, whatever. Whatever works. Right. So, what were we talking about? We were talking about my hairband. I used to have one that had a little bow on it, and then it broke. So if you want to send me hairbands, do it, please. I want lots of them. As many as a box can contain. But the box, you don't want it to be too big. The box should be about this big, depending on what size screen you're watching this on. Good luck figuring it out. Right. Gossip. Now, is there gossip? There's bad gossip. There's the bad kind of gossip. Had that best friend back in New Zealand, Kitty Ra, remember? Oh, she was great. But I upset Kitty Ra. Well, I didn't upset Kitty Ra as much as she became upset. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh God, I'm gonna sound like a monster. I'm gonna get ready. I'm ready to sound like a monster in this story. I'm gonna have to get my beer. Get all cuddled up in the middle of the screen. Get my booze. Kitty Ra's mom died. So that sucks. And then she needed me for support. You know? Like, your best friend, you go to your best friend for support when crazy big life shit happens, you know? But I wasn't there. I mean, I was a little bit. I had a phone call with her. You know, as soon as I found out what happened, I was trying to drop everything, get on the phone, and sort it out. But it's not something that you can sort out. It's one of those situations in life where it's tough. It takes time, and there's the 5 stages of grieving and all sorts of stuff, you know, involved. But the point is that what happened was essentially I had a few hours on the phone with her, and somewhere during the few hours on the phone, she'd mentioned that she hadn't been drinking enough water. And in the past, once she was in a bad state, wasn't drinking enough water. And so I would message her like 3 times a day and be like, hey, have you drunk water? You should drink water, it's important. But in this situation, her mother had passed away, and we spent 3 hours on the phone. It was really emotional, you know, it was rough stuff. I don't cope with reality well to begin with. Reality is a bit outside of my wheelhouse. But I try, you know, I have to exist in some form of reality just like everybody else. But I don't cope well with this real life stuff like that. So the 3 hours on the phone, you know, I was glad to be there for her, but I think part of me was mentally tuning it out like I wasn't processing right, because I don't know how. I don't know how to process that. I've never lost a parent. I can't imagine the pain of such loss. I've lost grandparents. I've lost my childhood dog. But I've never lost something like that. So it's unimaginable to me, and I do struggle to imagine. It's not an excuse, it's just an explanation. But what happened was I told her that I would message her 3 times a day to be like, oi, you drink water? Drink your water. But then I didn't. I basically, because it was my partner's birthday. I'd been planning to spend some time with my partner for months and months. And my best friend's mother dying, is a tragic thing. But it came at a really bad time, because I already had a bunch of other stuff going on in real life that I had to deal with. So, again, it's not that I have an excuse, but I mentally dedicated my time and my energy and my efforts to being there with my partner, enjoying his birthday, just having a nice time. It was a long weekend. It turned out it was a 3-day weekend, and it was a surprise to me. He didn't tell me ahead of time, but he essentially invited me to stay with him and hang out for the entire 3 days. It was awesome, but I didn't message my friend for 3 days. So 3 days ago, she tells me, my mum's dead. We spent 3 hours on the phone. I tell her, I'm going to call you 3 times, not call, but text or whatever. I'm going to make contact 3 times a day to tell you to drink your water. And then she doesn't hear from me for 3 days. So that's the fuck up. That's where I fucked up. I've got no excuses. There's no excuses for that. I couldn't be there for her. During those 3 days, she did appear in the back of my mind. Part of me knew that I had this friend whose mum died. But it wasn't a focus. It wasn't the head of my attention. And that's where she's mad at me. And that is understandable. She needed me to be there. Like 100% there. And I couldn't be. Like at most I was giving 20%. It's unacceptable. So she didn't accept it, and I don't blame her. But so there's some gossip. Me and Kitty Ra do not seem to be on speaking terms now. She seems to have blocked me on social media. So unless she sees this video and gets my explanation, which is not an apology and is not an excuse, I don't think she'd be overly happy to see this video anyway. But maybe I shouldn't be confessing to being useless in a situation to people. Maybe it's, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I fucked up. Maybe I'm selfish. Maybe I was selfish to dedicate my time to the person that was physically directly in front of me, as opposed to a person miles away, across a distant land, across oceans. Like, I'm your best friend, but I can only be there for you so far when you're so far away. Like, if your mother had died and I was literally right there next to you, like, I probably wouldn't leave your side for a week. Like, a week I would be like calling up whoever and being like, I'm not coming, I've got something else to do, I'm gonna be a week. And I'd just be there with you and provide support and comfort and hugs and whatever, I'd make sure that you're drinking water and everything. But I'm not there. I'm not there in person. There's only so much I can do from a distance. And 3 messages a day is not a lot to ask of a person. It's not. And I couldn't do it. I didn't do it. I tried to make it right after the 3-day weekend was over. I was messaging her like every day. I message here on Facebook, a message there on Viber, I'd send a text message over there, send a friggin' email, it doesn't matter. She's got a million different places where I could contact her, and I'd send different contacts to different places. But basically, I didn't hear from her for like a week, and when I did hear from her, she was basically like, you're selfish. my mom died and you were off running around with your boyfriend. So, some friend you are. And I'm like, you know, that's fair. I can't argue that. That's true. I was. It was my boyfriend's birthday. It was a long weekend. I was with him basically for 72 hours. And I wasn't on my phone. I mean, I could have pulled out the phone at any time and been like, hey, sorry, I'm just gonna, hang on, my best friend needs me right now. I'm just gonna do a thing. But I didn't. I dedicated 100% of my time and effort and energy to making the 3-day weekend awesome for the people that were there on that 3-day weekend. And my best friend from New Zealand wasn't there on that 3-day weekend. She was back in New Zealand, grieving. And so even though she may have needed me more than the people directly in front of me, I wasn't able to juggle them. I wasn't able to balance it. And I had to make the call. And the call that I made was the one where I didn't have to think about death. That's what it boils down to. I could have been there 72 hours on the phone with her and consoled her for 72 straight hours. But I wouldn't have. Because I couldn't deal with it. I can't cope with the reality of it all. I mean, like, do you know what I did? Like, as soon as my best friend had a go at me, like, you know, you're a shitty person and I'm blocking you and all of that, I went and I watched cartoons. That's what I did, because that's what I do. I don't sit around and think, ooh, real life. Ooh, I don't care. I don't care about real life. Real life is a hassle. Real life is a struggle. It's an endless battle. And it's an endless uphill battle, like literally uphill. Like, you're a millennial, it's uphill. You're a minority of any description, it's uphill. I mean, basically, you're anybody, it's uphill. Like, and there's all the people at the fucking top of the hill throwing barrels down at us like it's goddamn Mario, Donkey Kong, the old original Plumber Man one where he's fucking throwing the barrels and they go across the whole map. It's fucking bullshit. Unless you're the goddamn monkey at the top of the ladders. You're just another fucking plumber jumping over barrels. Okay? I don't care whether you're on level 1 or level 2 or level 3. If you're not on that top fucking platform as a big gorilla throwing barrels at the little guy, then you are the little guy. You're the one having the barrels thrown at you. You might be on level 3, and you might be the best at jumping over barrels. So what? So what? I don't know. Pardon me. I do not know. Because I've forgotten what I was talking about. Oh, it is strong. I am liking this. I'm feeling it now. Holy moly, 23 minutes. It says it's only been 23 minutes, although for you it probably says it down here, somewhere along here. 23 minutes. I thought it'd been way longer. Wow! Whew. 2 drinks in and I'm already feeling it. So the question now has to be, drink number 3 or some other thing, like maybe some chicken or more gossip and banter. Alright, what have I got? I'm showing you the beer, except I didn't play you that audio. And I'm showing you the witch's hat and the bow with the thing. Alright, I think I've almost run out of props. Almost. But then I just remember, the prop bag is a prop. Hey, stupid cushions, come on now. I got this bag. My partner gave me a bag. And it's based on, the artwork is Kingdom Hearts. It's a Disney thing. Because I like Disney things. And I might get into the Kingdom Hearts. 2019, I got into DuckTales. The old 2017 reboot of DuckTales. Love it. Scrooge McDuck is brilliant. But then I watched the show and guess what I discover? Donald Duck is brilliant. Who knew? Donald Duck, we all take Donald Duck for granted. I watched a video the other day and somebody was talking about Donald Duck and they were like, Donald Duck. Donald Duck might just be one of the greatest characters in television history. Like his backstory, his current story, like the whole thing, his relationship with his sibling, is Della Duck. He's got a cousin Gladstone. Oh, it's the whole thing. I'm not doing it justice, but the point is I've gotten into Disney a bit. Because after I watched the DuckTales 2017, of course I had to go and watch the original DuckTales from back in the 50s or whatever. By the way, it's so bad. It's so bad. Huey, Dewey, and Louie all sound like little Donalds. It makes no sense. Donald is their uncle. He's not their parent. Why would they all sound like little versions of him? And on top of that, they would do that thing where one person says a third of the line, the second person says a third of the line, the third person says the third of the line. So if the line was we're sorry, Uncle Donald, it would be like, we're sorry, Uncle Donald. So, well, what are you doing? The new one, they've got personalities. The oldest sibling, Huey, is the responsible one. He feels like he needs to care for his brothers and, be sensible and make rational decisions and be, whatever. Second one, middle child, Dewey Duck. He wants to stand out. He wants to get everyone's attention. He wants to be noticed and recognized. And that's understandable. And then you got the third one, you got your Louie Duck. He just wants to chill and wait for for Scrooge McDuck to die so that he can get the inheritance money. Because Dewey Duck is all about that easy money. And that is brilliant. All three now have their own bit of personality. And they didn't have that before. I watched the old one, they didn't have it. If you say they do, you're wrong. And Webby, yeah, they did take the old stereotype of I'm a girl, ha ha ha, bows and ribbons. To the other stereotype of I'm a girl, I can fight tougher than any boy. But it's fine. New Webby is definitely an improvement on old Webby. I mean, if you're going to go off the extreme female cartoon character stereotype, badass girl that can handle herself is definitely preferable to the token girl that's truly helpless and useless and just kind of there to be so the boys can be ooh, cooties. I don't want to get the cooties. And that's... But anyway, so after watching DuckTales, and then the old DuckTales, and then a bunch of other stuff with Donald Duck in it, I just got obsessed. You know how in the past I'd be having my Adventure Time conspiracies and my South Park conspiracies. Yeah, I've been getting into some Donald Duck conspiracies. That duck is quack. But anyway, got the bag. Because I now think Disney is great. And my partner knows, because he heard me going on and on about DuckTales and Donald Duck and Scrooge McDuck and yada yada. And I told him about the Kingdom Hearts and said I might get into it. What happens next? Kingdom Hearts bag. So he's really thoughtful and nice and kind. When it comes to things like that, I'm going to run out of milk before I run out of booze. But yes, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Very thoughtful. There you go. Pour the drinks. What other gossip have I got? 2019. Halloween is a witch. Got a partner. Pardon me. Oh no, I've just burped loudly on camera. Let's all just pretend I didn't see that. Nobody heard that. We're just gonna scrub that from the record. That didn't happen. The longer I draw attention to it, the worse it is. Never mind, nothing happened. Cheers! Cheers! Cheers, clink. Cheers! It's good. It is good. I mean, some people in this world, they wander around and they never drink a big glass of milk and Baileys out of a weird shaped glass. And that's okay. And that is okay. Because in this world it takes all sorts, it takes all types. It takes some of me and some of you. And some of them. I don't know what they're doing, but you know, we don't talk about them, but we need them too, probably. Probably. Oh, that booze. Oh, God. Oh, I'm starting to really get booze now. This might be the fastest Casey Gets Drunk video ever. I'm already losing the plot. Whee! So who knows? Don't be sad. You're a good teddy. That's it. That's the topic. This is the teddy. Some people call them teddies, but rewind. Bleep, 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 bleep. Some people call their teddies stuffies. I don't know what? Okay, I'm from New Zealand, so I'm pretty sure where I'm from, we call them plushies. Because if I was to call it a stuffy, in New Zealand, stuff is generally used as like a slang, like stuff you, or stuff off, mate. You get stuffed. And it's not a good thing. So if calling it a stuffy, we use stuff in place of the word fuck. So instead of, stuff you, it's, fuck you, but it's the cultural thing. So instead of saying F you, we'd say stuff ya. But then when you've got a stuffed animal and you're calling it a stuffy, to me that sounds like you're insulting your plushie. Like, oh my God, what did he do wrong? Why are you using such foul language? And they're like, oh, I love my stuffy so much. I'm like, well, if you love him, why would you be calling him that? But then it's a cultural thing. I got a Discord. It's the chat app. I've got a Discord. It's got people from all around the world, but it's mostly sort of the Western world.